Whenever I get to take a break, I always want a snack. I got some candy. Mind the wind.
Is this an answer from this world?
Ad Astra.
Let's get it on! Ha! Haven't won yet.
Let the show begin. I'll protect us.
Look alive! Hi! Let's get it on! Ha!
Let the show begin.
Wind blade!
Look alive! Let's get it on! Ha!
Is this an answer from...
I'll protect us. Let's dance. I'll protect us.
Wind blade! Disappear!
Let's dance.
Wind blade!
Come on, we can do it.
With the wind! Wind blade!
Is this an answer from this world?
I'll protect us. Add Astro. Thank you for completing today's commission.
make a tidy sum selling some of this.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care?
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Ooh. Let's get it. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But, Osfun told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item? Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask.
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you too?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City, many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies, sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when... you see over there? Those are students from the Academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as
Those students seem to be discussing something.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries...
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to...
Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that?
They're called Ain el Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing...
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port... They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the Academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're... I've heard that Ain el Akhmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with...
Wait, did you say $500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for?
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and...
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to... So, what's your plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us... Oh, all right. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with...
Out of all my commissions, I enjoy making jewelry for newlyweds the most.
This is the place we heard those students talking about.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of more—
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick
Yeah! With Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this—
Huh. All these guys talk about is King Deshret, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should...
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? Travel?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Huh? What is this?
Oh! Sorry! He must have grabbed the wrong amount! Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Paimon can't stand to see so much more go. But there's no...
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more because...
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted.
So, you mean the trade—
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made— Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sick, but the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who— If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached it—
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged academia—
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can— Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the Mora you're worth.
Hey! Shut it, Al-Haytham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like—
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't—
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not—
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic—
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened. Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Mr. Iman, there appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy.
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emerite Plus. He seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions. He went that way! After him! Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real—
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about a student? Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong. Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can—
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information,
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even... Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become... Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating...
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never... This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quant. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge... It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately... They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to... But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the commons. Well, I think that about sums it up. So that's your true. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer. You're still resolved. Fine.
Talk to the bartender if you want a drink.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must. I need you to find someone named Dory. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be, she's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question.
Fine. So how?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the information. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad.
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability... Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, however, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for purchasing Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time. Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Hyman doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palette. We have unripe Harif.
Following the paper got us past the first ring.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe Harif.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
The seas are calm.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? I'm guessing that you're going for a more traditional packaging.
Wait a sec. Sumeru City style means we're only buying a few things. He won't take us to see
I'm sorry. But as things currently stand, we won't be...
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look.
Before I retrieve your please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your product. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
What? The Matra? Where? I'll hate them said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. Keep around that way. Look, he's over there. If you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way! Another password! Huh? Oh. Here, over here. You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just...
Oh, very good. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet...
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment.
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, no matter how much more they might have. Not only will they get caught by the matcha, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need any, so that's why I prefer to have customers like it's your first time here. But don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house, as long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course, of course.
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew, she'd probably be in serious trouble.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in... Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Teyvat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare.
Yeesh, who would want to be an expert in that?
Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat? And with this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent,
Ooh, now this sounds like a
2 million Mora, and it's yours. And
whoa, that's a lot of...
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each...
All right, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
You've really got a good head on your...
We'll take these, please and thank you.
My, oh my! You are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you, listen. I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more, you...
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole 1,000,000! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth... Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on! We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's Mora left, so let's put it to good use by finding something useful.
Excellent! Then please, select from this fine collect...
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted.
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million Mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able...
Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one. Dory, We'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon, whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you...
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Al-Haytham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well,
You're a pretty daring guy.
relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcha won't.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the...
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru when we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods. We can...
In that case, you're on. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro...
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely... Several brigades have been vying. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the Divine Knowledge Capsule in exchange for the opportunity. However, there are those...
They adamantly believe that the Divine Knowledge Capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to... So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and to ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in. My agreements with Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on...
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the Divine...
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay, then...
Al-Haytham, before you go, we actually bought a...
You two want to try using a knowledge cap? Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though.
Eyes on me! Look alive! Hi!
With the wind!
Gloves off!
Windblade!
Now it's your turn.
Change of plan.
Let the show begin.
To ashes!
Windblade!
You're dead meat!
Let's dance! Let the show begin.
With the wind!
Ad Astra.